My name's Zoe. I have been a member of Solomon's Knot, I think, since 2011. My first concert with Solomon's Knot was the first concert that we ever all did from memory, the singers that is, and it was a Messiah in Trinity College Chapel. And I remember it being quite like enlightening. It was sort of like a high when we all came off stage, the actual feat of having achieved it for one, but also the response we got from the audience was just sort of, it was like a light went on in my head. I was like, okay, this is really amazing. This is what I think performing is and should be about. There have been so many highlights, like nearly every concert is a highlight, to be honest. The Bach motets that we started in 2017 and did again last summer was a real personal highlight. The level of ensemble singing that we managed to achieve there was really, really high and so complex. I mean, it was just a huge feat of memory for one thing, but also just, I mean, Bach motets, you can't go wrong really. They're so, like, just the music is supreme, and I could do that all day, every day. Challenge is one thing I always love about Solomon's Knot. It really is challenging from so many perspectives, like for the memory point of view, and then not having a conductor, and which forces us to interact as musicians in a really different way. Another thing that makes it unique, or if not unique, certainly is very special, is the level of communication you get with the audience. As a singer, particularly doing it from memory and standing in front of the orchestra, you really have this like eye contact with the audience that you don't always manage to achieve in other performances where you're holding music. In this format, we're really speaking directly to people and communicating and encouraged to actually hold people's eye contact for periods of time. And that is what I found initially extremely challenging as a performer. It feels quite uncomfortable sometimes, especially in an oratorio scenario where you might be repeating the same text over and over again, like finding something new every time you speak the same words, or just really believing what you're saying has been really challenging. You always get that sense at the end of a performance that everyone has gone through this together, and there's just this huge sense of appreciation, but also of collective experience, which I find deeply moving. Yeah. I personally try to only ever memorize music when I'm on public transport on my way to work, because I find that focuses my attention on what I'm doing. If I have, say, an afternoon at home to just learn music, I find that harder to knuckle down and do it constructively, whereas sort of 40-minute bursts at a time when I'm on a tube or something, I find more productive. You do get some odd looks though, as you're sitting there with your earphones in, sort of mouthing words that most people can't identify because they're usually German. So yeah, I just listen until I can sing along, essentially, which for me I think comes a little bit from my background as a violinist. When I was very little, I learnt the Suzuki method of violin, which is just all oral training. So I just, yeah, I think for me, listening is the way I go. I'd love to do the Monteverdi madrigals. I think that would be really exciting, because they're so expressive, and I feel like we could do some really exciting things with that. But yeah, I would love to just keep doing incredible concerts in incredible venues with incredible people. That would be my dream.